Not money but mindset gives happiness. Happy Sexy Millionaire Part 1. It is 2 o'clock at night. A boy is sitting alone in his room. The laptop is open in front of him, notifications are flashing on his phone, and only one voice is revolving in his mind: when money comes, then I will become happy. He promises himself that just a big car, a big house, a big business, and one day everything will be fine. But the fear starts right from here, because perhaps the very thing he is running after is snatching away his happiness. Imagine if you reach the very top of your dream, the bank account gets full, people praise you, the world considers you successful, but as soon as you return to your room at night you feel emptiness inside. Then will that truly be a victory? This very question makes Stephen Bartlett's story special. He became a millionaire, became famous, became a successful entrepreneur, but then he understood that he had assumed a lot of wrong things about happiness, love and success. And today's story starts from this very turn. The question is not how to become a millionaire. The real question is how to remain happy without losing oneself in the race of becoming a millionaire. Most of us have been hearing the same story since childhood. Study well, get a good job, earn money, build a big house, and then life will be set. This formula sounds very safe. But life does not always run by a formula. Many people earn a lot of money, yet remain restless. Many people look perfect on social media but are broken from the inside. The biggest problem of our generation is not poverty, it is comparison too. Earlier people used to compare with their neighborhood, now they do it with the whole world. Someone's car, someone's trip, someone's body, someone's lifestyle, everything is right in front of us. Instagram and YouTube made the world smaller but also made the mind very restless. Now, sitting in our rooms, looking at an unknown person's luxury life, we start considering our normal life small. Stephen Bartlett talks about this very trap. His book Happy Sexy Millionaire is not a book just about money. It challenges the illusion that money, attention and status will give happiness on their own. Stephen's story was not like some fairy tale. He was born in Botswana, then grew up in Plymouth, England. He left university, started businesses and slowly made a big name in the world of media, podcasting and investing. Today people know him as an entrepreneur, investor, author, BBC Dragon, and the host of the Diary of a CEO podcast. But the most interesting thing about his story is not the success, it is the realization that came after the success. Stephen had seen a big dream at a very young age. He felt that becoming a millionaire meant all the problems of life getting solved. This thinking is not his alone. This is the thinking of every ambitious person today. A student feels that as soon as they get a high package, they will become happy. A creator feels that after 1 million followers, life will change. A businessman feels that as soon as revenue increases, stress will end. But the real story turns out to be the opposite. As the target gets bigger, the fear also gets bigger. When money comes, the fear of losing it comes. When a name comes, the pressure to save the reputation comes. This is the reason why many people are not relaxed, even after reaching close to success. They start running toward the next goal. First salary was wanted, then promotion is wanted, then business is wanted, then valuation is wanted, then public recognition is wanted. One goal is completed and happiness comes as a guest for just a few days. Then the mind says, now what next? And the person climbs onto that same treadmill again. Therefore, the first message of this part is very simple. Stop running after the wrong things. Every shining thing is not your need, and every expensive thing does not make you a better person. A new car is not bad. A big house is also not bad. Money is also not wrong. The problem starts when we make them not the source of happiness, but the condition for happiness. When we say, when I get this, then I will be happy, then we lock our happiness in the locker of the future. And then today's day goes by empty. You must have noticed sometime, at a young age, happiness used to be very simple. Getting drenched in the rain, playing with friends, eating with family, or smiling at a small victory. Back then, brand, model, and market value did not matter so much. But while growing up, we were taught that happiness has to be earned, as if happiness also comes on EMI. First prove it, then deserve it, then perhaps you will be able to be happy. Stephen's thinking becomes important here. He says that we do not have to leave our goals, but we do not have to stop living life while running after goals either. Because if on the path to success, you break your relationships, health, sleep and peace, then even after reaching the destination, you will not have the strength left to celebrate. Imagine a man who works day and night for 5 years. He builds a business, earns money, gets respect from people, but during that very time, he gets distant from his parents, loses friends, and forgets to talk to himself. When he finally stands in the balcony of his dream house, the lights of the city look very beautiful. But there is no loved one left in his phone to call. Is this success? This very question scares us. Because we all are in this race in some form or another. We say, I will just work hard right now, I will live later. But when does later truly come? Many people postpone life, like happiness is some retirement plan. Stress right now, sacrifice right now, loneliness right now, and then peace at some future date. But the mind does not work like that. Therefore, changing the mindset is necessary. Mindset does not mean just positive thinking. Mindset means what thing you consider important, what thing you ignore, and what thing you make your identity. If your identity is just money, then any loss will break you. If your identity is just looks, then age will scare you. If your identity is just followers, then the algorithm will become the master of your mood. But if your identity is on values, on learning, on contribution, and on remaining connected with your people, then even while success comes, you can remain grounded. The idea of happy sexy millionaire might look flashy from the outside, but from the inside its meaning is very personal. Happy, meaning light from within. Sexy, meaning comfortable and confident in oneself. Millionaire, meaning rich not just with money but with choices. Here, sexy does not mean showing off. It means that energy which comes when a person is not ashamed of themselves, does not run away from their journey, and does not run their life by borrowed expectations. We often pick up others' dreams. Looking at someone, we feel that we also need that same car. Looking at some creator, it feels that we also need that same fame. Looking at some friend, it feels that our life is behind. But it is possible your real need might be very different. Perhaps you do not need fame, you need freedom. Perhaps you do not need crores, you need control. Perhaps you do not need luxury, you need peace. Understanding this very thing is maturity. Every goal is not your goal. Many goals belong to society, many to marketing, many to ego, and only a few goals are truly of your heart. If you adopt the wrong goal, then you do correct hard work in the wrong direction too. Then hard work increases, but satisfaction does not increase. A young creator thinks that he has to go viral. He follows every trend, looks at numbers every day, breaks down with every comment. Slowly the fun of creation ends, and content becomes just a machine for approval. A person doing a job thinks that he just has to double his salary. He works overtime, ignores health, remains irritable at home. The salary increases but the quality of life goes down. A business owner thinks that revenue is everything. He puts pressure on customers, staff, and family, everyone. The business grows, but trust decreases. In all three cases, the problem is not ambition. The problem is blind ambition. Ambition, when it comes with awareness, gives growth. Ambition, when it comes from insecurity, eats a person up. Therefore, Stephen's story shows us an uncomfortable truth. Outside success cannot permanently fill the empty space inside. If there is no clarity inside, then achievement also becomes a temporary painkiller. So then what should be done? Should we leave big dreams? Not at all. Dreaming is necessary. Working hard is necessary. Earning money is also necessary. But making all these the master of your happiness is dangerous. You need a goal, but along with the goal, you need gratitude too. You need growth, but along with growth, remaining grounded is also needed. You need ambition, but along with ambition, awareness is also needed. Gratitude sounds like a very simple word, but it resets the mind. It reminds you that the thing which is looking normal today was once your wish. Sometime your first earning was a dream. Sometime having your own phone was a big deal. Sometime having privacy in your own room was also a luxury. But as soon as a thing is received, the mind makes it normal. That is why gratitude is not some motivational line, it is the training of attention. It turns the mind from scarcity toward abundance. When you see only a deficiency every day, then restlessness remains even in abundance. And when you understand the value of things present every day, then strength remains even in the struggle. Time is also important in this very way. Money can come back, a lost opportunity can also come back sometimes, but time that has gone does not come back. This is the reason why a person who only earns money is not rich. The truly rich is the one who keeps some control over their time, gives space to their relationships, and does not consider their health a business expense. Today, many people have understood looking busy as success. The calendar is full, the phone is ringing constantly, there is meeting after meeting, and from the inside the person is becoming empty. Being busy and being meaningful are different things. In a busy life, noise is more. In a meaningful life, direction is more. Therefore, before discovering your passion, understand creating it. Many people keep sitting waiting for passion, as if some magical signal will come. But passion is often born from action. When you do some work with curiosity, then a little skill is built, then a little progress is visible, then feedback is received, then passion grows. Passion does not always come first, many times it is found on the way. Stephen's journey also shows this very thing. He had not started with perfect certainty. He did experiments, made mistakes, learned, and slowly understood that before winning the outside world, the inside world will have to be understood. This applies to your life too. You do not need all the answers right now. You just have to ask, what thing I am running after, and is it truly mine? If your goals are just to impress people, then their price can turn out very expensive. But if your goals have come out from your values, then even if the path is difficult, peace remains saved inside. Therefore, from today, keep a small question with you. What I am wanting, is it a desire or a distraction? This question is simple, but it can save you from many wrong paths. You will have to make the filter of your life yourself. Does this thing increase my freedom or just my pressure? Does this goal grow me or just look good in front of others? This first part just explains this very thing. Do not keep happiness at the ending of a goal. Include happiness in the journey, otherwise, even after reaching the destination, you will feel late inside. You want to become a millionaire, become one. You want a big life, make it. But on the way, do not lose your people, your body, your sleep, your curiosity, and your inner peace. Because the world can clap seeing you successful, but at night, your restlessness sits alone with you. At that time, neither followers are useful, nor a fancy title, nor a showy lifestyle. At that time, only this is useful. What kind of world have you built inside yourself? Is there gratitude there, love, clarity, or just comparison, fear, and emptiness? So the story of part 1 stops right here, but the real question is still left. If money is not the guarantee of happiness, then how is real fulfillment built? And according to Stephen Bartlett, what are those lies without breaking which a person cannot truly be free?
If this video has taught you something new, or if you feel this information should reach more people, don't forget to like and share the video. Your small share can become valuable and useful information for someone else. If you have any questions related to this topic, or if you would like to share your opinion with us, be sure to write in the comment box. We read every question and suggestion from you, because your feedback inspires us to create better content. And if you want to keep receiving such interesting and reliable information about business, the economy, and the world in the future, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel GRT Business and also press the bell icon so that you get notifications of every new video directly. At GRT Business, we always strive to provide you with accurate, balanced, and reliable information. Our news and analysis are prepared based on information obtained from various news agencies, public sources, and public opinion. We make every effort to verify and validate each fact as much as possible. But in case of any possible error or dispute, the responsibility lies with the respective sources. Our only aim is to present you with a correct and trustworthy perspective so that you can understand any topic better.